your targets shouldn't be static because your crop changes every phase. So I just want to walk through with you how our new tool manages recipes and how that can help you manage the different limits and phases within your crop cycle. So within our new facility-based platform, which is coming out in maybe 5 or 6 weeks, and we have a way of being able to create a recipe. So I'm going to walk you through that. So you can go to the recipes page, click on a new recipe. You can then just name your recipe. Let's call it, for example. Once that's done, you then have a timeline here that breaks down each individual phase that you have for this growth cycle and a swim lane beneath each phase that allows you to set up your limits and adjust the duration. So, for example, let's say if your prep phase, we're calling this cloning or growing from seed. In most cases, that will be cloning. Maybe you don't want 14 days, but you want 7. You click 7, adjust that, and you can see the timeline adjusts. And this gives you a ongoing visual reference to understand exactly the whole grow in your individual phase. You can go through here and you can rename every phase, or you can also add new phases to this to make up your whole recipe. So, for example, you can click plus, that'll then add a new phase, which you can name, and that might be, for example, flip. For some reason, you might have a dedicated flip stop, but I realize that most of you probably won't. But if I put 4 days, you can then see that I adjust that here. If you click on that, it'll actually take you to that as well, which was very powerful. For example, here's a default kind of flour recipe where you might have pre-flour, stretch, bulking, ripening, etc. But you can actually pick these up and move them around, and then adjust the phase. So this becomes extremely powerful to however you want to build your recipe. But obviously, recipes are nothing without the limits that then define them. So, for example, you can then click set limits for each of your phases. You can turn this on, and then here you can actually adjust the limit very quickly, or use the slider to pick exactly the target that you want. If you want to, you can also turn on photo period for that phase as well. That gives you a daytime limit and a nighttime limit to again easily adjust. So this is just the start of it. At the moment, we're only supporting limits in here, but soon you will also be able to create default tasks as well as irrigation control patterns, as well as assigning SOPs to each phase. So it basically means that any of your staff can access the recipe, apply it to any grow, and get all the information they need to do everything right for each phase in a repeatable way, which is super important. But something else that we've just introduced that I also want to show you is the graph view of this layer. So if you click on chart here is at the top, because currently we're on the cards view, you then get this empty graph view, which matches your phases from the chart view. And you can basically click on any segment here. This loads the limits panel, and then you can literally then just adjust the limit. So you can see that it's super quick for me to plan any limits across the whole row to make a pattern that then you'll get notified, all of your team will get notified when the limit goes above or below this. You can see that you have a warning range limit here and a danger range limit. So you've got quite a flexible way of being able to set things up. Yeah, it's super easy. So for example, click on relative humidity, it puts a line in the graph at a sensible target, and then you can just adjust it. Move on to the next one, adjust. And you can also do things like filter all of the individual limits here if you've got too much information. And if you want to change from, say, a 24-hour photo period to a more standard photo period, you can click that, and that will double your limits. And you can go through and just change each one. Super easy. So you can see how this gives you the total clarity to be able to make repeatable recipes for anything in your grow. As soon as you've completed this, which doesn't take long at all, you then just click apply to grow, and that applies it to any of your active grows. You just select one from list, and that's applied. So easy. Anyway, there we go. Any more questions, any thoughts? Let us know. If you want to help us test this product or help us evolve it into something that could really work well for you, please reach out to us and we'll really happily get you on board.